Hi, everyone. I'm Jennifer Whitaker, trauma specialist, empowerment strategist, and host of the Yes and podcast. I wanted to come online today as a member of the Wellness Universe because I really, really want to post this message out on the Wellness Universe, of which I'm also a member. I really want to address everybody and talk about what we're all experiencing right now, and perhaps from a different perspective, because this is something that's been on my mind for a couple weeks now, and I can't stop thinking about it. And every day, the more things change and the more things unfold as this pandemic gets bigger and grows and seems to take on a life of its own, the more relevant this topic seems to become. And I really think it's an important discussion to start having. And that is bigger picture thinking. I know a lot of us in the very beginning, we weren't worried about it. So there seemed to be two different reactions that we've been seeing over the last couple of weeks. And they're not the only two reactions. However, they seem to be the two predominant reactions, which is why I'm going to address these two and not a lot of the others. So one of the predominant reactions that we've seen is people hoarding things and stocking up for years on supplies. The other predominant response we've seen has been avoidance. And both of those are fear-based responses. Oh, there's nothing to see here, or it's not going to affect me, or it's only, the only people that need to worry are those who are most immunocompromised or high-risk people, elderly. That's me thinking. And the me thinking is what we have been raised in our whole life. That's been our whole society. That's all we've known. This situation is absolutely unprecedented in the life and for anyone who's alive today. So we are all in unknown waters right now. And that's what I want to talk about is the unknown, because the unknown takes us into chaos. And I want to talk about chaos because whenever people talk about chaos, that's whenever they get into discussions that, oh, this is God and we're being punished and this is the apocalypse. I don't think that's the case. I want to talk about chaos because whenever it comes to these concepts in the universe, there's actually a scientific basis that ties into chaos, and that's what I'm here to share. So if you give me just a second to share my screen, I want to talk about, first of all, chaos. So if you look up in the dictionary, you just go to Google and you look up chaos, this is what comes up on your Google Hits page where I just took a screenshot of the box. So I want to talk for a minute about the definition of chaos and how this fits into big picture thinking. So on a general definition, chaos is complete disorder and confusion, right here. And that's what we experience a lot have experienced a lot throughout our lifetime, but on a much smaller scale, and local and regional events, maybe even events that affect our country, but not really the whole world. We've never in modern times seen chaos like this on a global scale. I really want to talk about the physics definitions though, right here. In physics, chaos is behavior so unpredictable as to appear random. Now think about that for a minute. So unpredictable as to appear random. That means it's not really random. It appears random. Chaos is the state that something must go in before change can happen. You can't leave things the way they are and expect change to manifest. So we've all heard the analogy, you can't clean out your garage without making a big mess. You can't clean out your closet without mucking up your whole room. So there's something that's out of balance in the world, not just in our country, not just in our region, not just in our city or local area. This is the whole world. And so the whole world has suddenly gone out of balance. And then afterwards, it will come back. And notice that this behavior is so unpredictable as to appear random, owing to great sensitivity to small changes in conditions. Small changes, great sensitivity to small changes. That's the subtle stuff. That's the little things. And have we been attentive enough to the little things in the world and to making small changes that can have a bigger impact? Have we considered being more sustainable in our lives? Have we taken enough steps to be more sustainable in our lives? Because this is sure forcing us to do so. I know I have really bucked up, and I thought I was doing things sustainable before. Well, you know what? Somebody lit a fire in my butt this week and last week, and I have found ways to be even more sustainable than I was before. And it seems like I'm making big changes. It's going to take us a couple weeks to adjust in my household, and we're figuring it out, just like all of you, because you're backed into the same corner I'm backed into right now. And I know all of you are being forced to do the same things in your life. Look at the second definition under physics. Physics is the formless matter supposed to have existed before the creation of the universe. So out of this chaos, out of this unknown, out of this unprecedented territory and uncharted waters comes creation. So you can't create something new if you're not willing to let go of what's already there. And we have, I think, in the last decade, maybe, or more, have been called to create something new, and we haven't done it. So we're being backed into a corner and we're forced. Again, I don't think this is the hand of God punishing us or anything crazy like that. I think this is just natural laws of physics and how the universe works. So let me give you a visual to explain this a little bit better. So let me close this screenshot and let's look at this. So this is order, and we see this. We see how this happens. He's going to let go of the little balls, and you can watch them. There's a pattern, there's order. The pattern happens, and we get used to it. We get comfortable with the pattern in our life. And then things start to speed up. And look, here's what appears to be chaos. It just seems like things are all over the place. This is what we are in right now, folks. We are in the chaos. And look, it comes back into order. It goes into chaos again. And then it comes back into some sort of new pattern. So you have to have the chaos before a new pattern can emerge. And look at how many people around the world, around the globe, just in every nook and cranny of this planet have been unhappy in the last decade with how things are shaping up. Everybody's pointing fingers. Nobody's happy. We're all fighting. There's so much divisiveness. If a new pattern is to emerge when we are supposed to come together and work as a village and come back into community and work collaboratively and cooperatively, we have to be forced into chaos in order to do that. So is there possibly a greater intelligence in the universe that's making this happen? I don't know. Possibly. Can this be whittled down to basic science like we're seeing right here on the page or on the screen? I don't know. Possibly. Is it some weird mix and intermingling of the two? I don't know. Possibly. I just know that what I'm seeing right here falls in alignment with the laws of physics and how chaos works according to what we know about the laws of physics and chaos theory. And I get it, chaos theory is a theory. And is it possible that maybe there's more to it and we just don't have enough information to make it a law, and yet we are still able to live through chaos theory? I'm not meaning to say this to minimize what anybody's experiencing, because individually, we are going to have vastly different experiences. Some of us are going to get sick. Some of us won't survive this. Most of us will. And it's not going to be easy. Our lives are going to be irreparably changed as a result of what's happening. So expect the change and do your best to go with the flow with the chaos and trust. We're being called to trust that a new pattern is going to emerge. Thank you. I hope this makes sense. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to me through my Wellness Universe profile. You can email me at info@jenniferwhitaker.com, or you can find me on Facebook. My page is Jennifer Whitaker. Thank you and have a fantastic day.